having a great day today. And if not, maybe this story about these Skittles will cheer you right up. So this painting definitely has a story behind it of how it came to be. I was showing some of my other candy paintings in a gallery in Seattle, and the owner of the gallery really wanted me to paint some Skittles. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Skittles. They get all stuck in your teeth. So this seemed like an odd request to me, but she was adamant that she said she can sell a Skittle painting, and she really thought that a Skittle painting would be very popular. I'm going to have to admit my ignorance on this one. I don't follow the NFL, so I was not aware that Marshawn Lynch plays just a few blocks away from where the gallery was, and thus tons of fans would be leaving the game walking past the gallery. I understand that now. Thus, a Skittle painting, yes, probably would be quite popular. Alas, the painting never got to see its glory in the window of the gallery. The gallery closed and the owner retired before I was able to get the painting to the gallery. But since I was making candy paintings, I decided I might as well take a look at some Skittles and see what I could come up with. If you happen to be interested in purchasing this painting, you can email me through my website so that we can negotiate. I had quite a difficult time coming up with something interesting. I had a few that I thought, oh, well, they're okay. So what I ended up doing was I had a vote. I asked my followers to do a poll and choose the composition they found most interesting. Of the two options I let you choose from, this one was the winner. So to make the composition interesting in this one, I relied heavily on having the Skittles leaning against each other to change the heights and shapes and sizes a little bit. As I started painting, I began to enjoy the painting more and more. The bright colors, the shapes being round and really reflective. Now, the trouble with Skittles versus like my peanut M&M paintings, the peanut M&Ms are unique. Each one's a little bit different because the peanuts are different shapes inside the candy, so they come out, slightly different shapes. They're not all exactly the same shape. But with Skittles, they are all the same shape. Thus, it made coming up with an intriguing composition quite a bit more difficult. So I ended up spending a lot of time setting them up in different variations and different color combinations, trying to figure out an intriguing and interesting composition. Composition is something that I take pretty seriously in my work. I feel that if the composition is well thought out, it will keep the eye interested in the painting and keep you coming back to it. Whereas if it's not a very interesting composition, you might just look at the painting and, oh, that's nice, and move on. I want to keep your eye engaged and interested in the painting. This can be done with layout, color, shapes. There's many different tools that we can use to emphasize design and keep it intriguing. Oh, and let me tell you, that little spot between the green Skittle and the orange Skittle was very challenging to get right. Not only was I working with opposites, the green and orange, but I was dealing with a very close tangent of where the two Skittles come together and almost butt up against each other. So dealing with that and trying to make it look pleasing and not troubling for the eye. Oftentimes when you get opposing colors like that, it will play tricks on your eye and the colors will look almost like they vibrate. When that happens, it's very uncomfortable to look at, so you really want to try to avoid it. As I started to get into the details, I even noticed that the printed S's on the tops of the Skittles actually were a little bit like worn. They didn't print evenly, so I got to incorporate that unique aspect to each Skittle. I also completed this painting in record time. I think it was only 4 days from start to finish. That's really fast for me. Of course, they were very long 4 days. I was trying to work quickly on this one, so I wasn't focusing too much on the tiny details and focusing more on the general picture. I had a lot of fun with the background on this one. I let myself go a little bit crazy and just put a bunch of texture and different colors mixed in. Overall, I'm extremely happy with this painting. The longer that I look at it, the more I appreciate what a great job I did. And even though I didn't really want to do it in the first place, I'm really glad that I took the challenge and did it because I think I was very successful. I hope you enjoyed the story about how this Skittle painting came to life. I'd like to invite you to become friends with me on Facebook so that you can keep up with my latest paintings, news, and shows. Check out the link in the description. Thanks for watching. Bye!